Fellas, welcome back to another YouTube video. This one's gonna be way different from what I usually do, giving you all these tips and tricks and, kind of life lessons along that route. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly what I do, how I do it, and basically how I get my people the results that they've always wanted physically from working out. Now, this is for people that are busy professionals, the people who think they don't have time to go to the gym, the ones who wanted do minimal effort in order to see results. I get it. I've been there before. I've worked in sales for almost 3 years of my life. I know exactly how many hours you usually put in, that you are on a commission job. So the longer you stay there, the more you're going to make money, all that good shit. I can promise you one thing. If you are not in the best shape of your life, you are never going to make the amount of money that you've always wanted to make. Sure, you're probably able to, support your family, support yourself, go on these vacations. But what if you were able to 2x or even 10x your income by simply having that discipline to start working out and getting into the best shape of your life? Better yet, only giving minimal effort. By minimal effort, I mean literally working out 3 to 4 days a week. Let's go ahead and start this video. All right, boys, let's get right into it. So like I said before, this is for busy professionals. These are for people who are either skinny fat, obese, or skinny. This is literally for almost all of you. The goal to this is to show you exactly what type of training you should be attempting when you are working out, how many hours you should be working out for, what type of workouts you should be doing, what type of rest and recovery times you should be going into, as well as the nutrition plans. I am here to show you how to lose at least 10% of your body weight while packing on lean muscle. So you get the best of both worlds. You're shredding a couple of pounds, shredding a couple of fat that's covering your abs, and packing on that tonnage that you so desperately need and want. And keeping it forever in 180 days or less, which is usually 6 months. So the method that I have created is the Transform Tomorrow Today method. This is literally shows you how to transform your life for the better starting either today or tomorrow, depending on when you watch this video, and what type of tools to start implementing as soon as you wake up out of bed. Like I said, bro, I've been in sales almost for 4 years now. Even to this day, I work sales. I sell clients. I sell my plan to clients who want to see change with their life one-on-one. If you are interested in that, I have the first link in the bio is a book, a consultation call with me. Go ahead and check that out. If you're ready to change your life and you just need that extra push, extra accountability, go check that out. But like I said, this literally shows you how to get into the best shape of your life without giving up your favorite foods, only spending around 4 hours a week at the gym. So depending on how you want to do math that way, usually people do work out for an hour. So that's 4 days a week or 2 days a week if you work out for 2 hours, depending on what type of math you want to input there. But like I said, bro, this is the biggest part right here. Without having to give up your favorite foods. Bro, I eat like a king every single freaking day. I have McDonald's, I have my protein, I go out and eat, I have my pizza, I eat whatever I want because I am simply put, I track what I eat and I work out intensely to burn those calories that I have intaken the day before or the day of. And it literally helped me go from 110 pounds, which is this little kid right here who was on vacation in Croatia a couple of years ago, I want to say 3-4 years ago, and to a freaking beast, to a person who has the striations from his chest, who has the abs, who has the biceps, who basically is built like a Greek god. Now, there's one thing I want to show you really, really quick or go into detail. I could have easily attained this physique in under 2 years if I consistently worked out, but I had no trainer to take me from all these trials and errors, all the tips that I had to learn by myself, basically. This is literally a simple physique, bro. I could have easily attained this 2 years ago. I'm on my 4th year now, and I think I have a bigger chest now. This was a couple of months ago, but what I'm trying to say is this is so easy to do. All you literally have to do is track your calories, work out intensely with minimal effort, as well as make sure you are resting and recovering. Now, like I said, let's go ahead and move on to the next one if it'll work. There we go. Before we dive in, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself a little bit more. My name is Adi Hervat. I'm going to show you exactly how I help my clients gain their Greek god physiques within 120 days. My program is all about attaining and building that Greek god physique. The abs, the striations, the veins, the chiseled chest, being under a 10% body fat percentage. All this is what I am going to show you how to do. Now, I do want to show you my own results before going into detail with my method. So again, before and after pictures. So this was me. I think I was 20. I think I was going into my 20th birthday. So this was 4 years ago. I was just in college, man. I was studying, working hard, and played a little bit of basketball too, but I literally was sticking bones. That gave me a big, surplus when it comes to playing basketball. I was quicker than every other person on the court, but I was getting bullied because of how skinny I was. Not, mentally or emotionally or anything like that, but physically. I couldn't box out anybody. I couldn't, guard anybody. I couldn't use my strength, so I got tired of that. And before you know it, I got injured, so I had to stop playing a little bit. I kind of lost my, flow and lost my purpose when it comes to playing basketball. So I decided to pack on some muscle. And now your boy is at 210 pounds, 6% body fat percentage, veins sticking out, chest is chiseled, the freaking 3D shoulders are there as well, and I look amazing. This simple method helped me gain over 100 pounds of muscle in a span of 2 years, consistently working out, because I did take a break. Like I said, I worked out for 4 years, but I did have a break in the middle for a little bit. So after that break, I committed my whole entire time to working out. I finally feel confident now. I am more than okay to take my shirt off in public without thinking that people are judging me, bro. That's the biggest thing for this. Obviously, I grew up very skinny, and I always wore oversized hoodies, oversized t-shirts wherever I went, whether it was going to school, hanging out with friends, playing basketball. I just didn't want people to see how skinny I was, bro. I literally had my rib cages sticking out of my body because of how skinny I was. I mean, even with this picture right here, it shows you exactly how skinny I really was and where I literally had no muscle. Okay, so who is this for? This is for, like I said before, busy professionals, people who get caught up with work and feel like they do not have time to work out. If you are looking to shred over 20 to 40 pounds of fat, that you will basically never have to worry about packing that on ever again while building muscle that you could keep forever, this is for you. If you're finally sick of feeling lost when it comes to getting into the best shape of your life, you feel like like I said before, you don't have time to work out because of your life or your job, this is for you. It literally shows you the easiest method to start losing that fat that you always have, the gooch around your belly, all that stuff is for you. If you're looking for an easy way to accomplish your physical goals, looking for a simple and proven blueprint that can fit in your lifestyle, making your life better and easier. And for people who don't want to be going to the gym consistently, I get it. You don't want to be a meathead, you just want to get into shape. This is for you. I know exactly what you mean. Going to the gym, for me now, it's kind of a waste of time. I feel like I obtained the best physique that I could have gotten on my lean cut. I'm going to go back into my lean bulk, which we'll talk about later. But I get it, bro. You're in sales and you're busy and you want to keep working so you can start making more money. I get that. But like I said before, you are never going to make that money that you've always wanted if you were not if you are not in shape. That's basically it. Who is this not for? If you want to keep trying to get ripped the traditional way, the Ronnie Coleman style, or, tracking your calories and making sure that you are massaging your back and all that stuff, this is not for you. This is for people who are wanting to see results very, very quickly, but are willing to take that next jump into that intense training. This is for you. Like I said, second part right here, if you're looking for a quick fix, there's no such thing as a quick fix, bro, no matter what it is. Even with a successful business, successful company, shit does not happen overnight. Same thing with working out, having this physique right here, having these striations wasn't an overnight thing. And this is not going to be a quick fix for you either. You have to put in the work, bro. There are cheap ways to do it. Like I said, you could you could start taking tren if you want to, start adding more testosterone in your body. All these stupid ways to start seeing results. I'm not a big fan of it because of the problems that come with it. I feel like the problems outweigh the benefits. That's why I'm not on it. That's why I'm never going to be on it. And I found something that works for me and works out for all my clients as well. This is not for people who, if you're not ready to sacrifice at least 4 hours a week of your time to the gym. I get it. Like I said, you work consistently. But if you at least put 1 hour a day for 4 days, every single week, you are going to see the results with this training. Next, if you're not in the right mindset and do not believe in yourself, this is not for you. You have to take a step back and realize the problem that you are in right now, whether you are overweight, whether you are skinny, whatever it is. Step back a second and realize how in bad of a shape you are. Build up that motivation, then come watch this video again, and I'm going to help you show how to turn that motivation into dedication so you can start seeing the results that you've always wanted to see. Okay, let's get right into it. So the truth about getting in shape that no one wants to tell you is that it's really, really easy to keep eating your favorite foods while giving minimal effort working out and keeping your results forever. A lot of men are not able to do this because they simply don't know how. There's 3 ways that you can start doing this literally today. Number 1 is tracking your macros. What that means is literally tracking your caloric intake, your protein intake, your fat carbs, all these grams that you really need to start considering. You have to start tracking that, which we'll go into here in a little bit. You have to start training efficiently at the gym. You can't just go in there and, go for a pump or go for a calorie burning stage or whatever. You literally have to go there to kill yourself. The cool thing about this though is you are still putting in minimal effort because you're only going there for 2, 3, 4 days out of the week. That is not a lot of time at the gym, but with this method, it's so easy to see those results. You are gonna want to kill yourself for the first month, honestly, after this training, but you are gonna see the results that you have always wanted to see. And the third one is the use of the TTT method, which is the transform tomorrow today method. There is no such thing as I'm too busy or this isn't going to work for me. You don't have to work out an hour or 2. You don't have to work out an hour or 2 hours a day if you or have a super clean diet to become the man that you can finally be proud of, bro. People always tell you, oh, you have to eat clean. Oh, you have to start hitting abs. You have to start lifting heavier. You have to start going into a caloric deficit. All these things are great. Don't get me wrong, but you're busy. I get it. You are busy. You want to be at work. You are on commission. You're trying to make all this money. I get it 100%. I get it fully. But you can't say that you don't have time to dedicate some time to go to the gym, bro. This is going to show you exactly how to do that. If you want to become that person and build that body that you've always wanted and feel healthier, I am going to show you exactly how to navigate through your problems that you have, how I help my clients get into the best physique. Oh, I spelled physique wrong right there, but physique, they didn't even know that was possible. A lot of my clients are just like, oh, dude, I'm just trying to shred a couple of pounds. When we hop on these phone calls, I get it. A lot of people just want to lose weight, but I need exact numbers to see exactly what we can accomplish and how we could surprise you with your goals later on, bro, because this is the point of all of my training. I go further and beyond than most of these trainers. I show you exactly what we could go through and what results we could get, and on top of that, show you exactly what to achieve for more and get you coming back to work with me even longer. It's going to show you how to lose 10% of your body fat percentage or your body fat and weight in under 180 days, and how to do this without giving up your favorite foods. So let's go ahead and step back one more time. In case you didn't know me, for the past 4 years, like I said, I've been mastering the art of bodybuilding. I've wanted to be a bodybuilder for a while, ever since I injured my knee and my ankle after basketball. I really just fell in love with, this whole working out thing is great. I feel amazing. I just repeated myself. I feel amazing. I feel great. What if I wanted to become a bodybuilder? So I started training like one. I started eating like crazy. I started eating more fast food. I started lifting more weights. And all this was just to get into the best shape of my life while eating whatever I want, whenever I wanted. And you could do the same thing. Doesn't matter your age. Doesn't matter your metabolic rate or metabolic age. Doesn't matter if you're fat or skinny. Anybody can do this. I was very skinny growing up,
which made me feel very unconfident about myself, bro. Damaged a lot of my past friendships, a lot of my relationships, all that good stuff. I literally just wanted to focus on becoming bigger. So I stopped hanging out with my friends. I literally couldn't get into a relationship. I had to end one of my relationships because of it. She was wasting my time. I was wasting her time. We just had to come to a mutual agreement. All this stuff just to get big, bro. I went through such a crazy life for the first 2 years of working out that I had to cut all this out. But you don't have to do this at all. I just didn't have the proper coaching. Luckily for you, if you're watching this video, you are going to get all that. I was tired of how I looked and felt. I needed to change. Going through trials and errors, I finally found what works for me and the homies. The homies, which I'm mentioning, is my business partner, his brother, and my brother. These are literally the only people I hang out with and I work out with. You could check out their stories as well. They are doing the same thing that I'm doing, and they all look great, and they all started from the same path that I started. And that is the TTT method. Currently, I am 6'4", 200. I want to say waking up at 210 pounds, sometimes 220, depending on how much I eat in a week. That's how much I fluctuate. But 6'4", 210 pounds, 6% body fat percentage, bro. I look amazing. I have the abs already. I feel great. And like I said before, started off with a 110, 120 pound kid, 6'4", only played basketball, conditioned like crazy. It's a lot of growth. I'm so happy with where I'm at. Okay, so let's get right into the transform tomorrow today method. As you can see here, there's 2 stages. This is the only 2 stages that you have to follow. The first stage is the groundwork phase. I call this the groundwork phase because it's the first phase that you're going to go into. It's a 90 to 120 day leaning out phase. This is basically where you are going to have to give up some of your favorite foods, but not all of them. This is where you're going to start tracking your calories, where you're going to start leaning out as well as having a higher rep range or volume, not having too much weight that you're lifting, whether it's on a hammer strength machine or cables or free weight. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a lightweight and you have proper form. I want you to be focusing on higher rep ranges and volumes. So instead of just doing basic 7 to 10 reps, I want you to go full out, aiming for about 20, 25, even 30 reps throughout this whole entire set, at least aiming 3 to 4 sets every single time. This is gonna put your body in a shock. It's gonna literally tell your body like, hey, my heart's racing. We gotta burn these calories even faster. Then the calories that are gonna be burning is from your fats. This is gonna show you exactly how much fat you can burn, which will help me see exactly what type of training you really need. A lot of people nowadays think that if they just burn 100 to 500 calories on a treadmill or Stairmaster or any cardio section, that they're going to see results. You couldn't be more wrong. I get it. Cardio is very important. Like, you want to have healthy lungs, a healthy heart, and all this good stuff. But the thing is, if you really want to see those results with fat loss and gaining muscle and getting into that leaning phase, this is going to be the best phase for you to focus. You are going to be lowering your food intake, which is a caloric deficit. Like I said before, I recommend right now, pause this video and go into your app store and download the NutriCoach app. I'll go ahead and show you exactly what that looks like. It's right here. It is the NutriCoach app. There are a lot of ads that go in here, but it literally shows you exactly when you type in your number and everything, your metabolic rate, and how much calories you usually burn a day and all that, and how much food you should be intaking depending on your goals. This NutriCoach app literally shows you exactly how many calories you should be burning, how much fat you should be burning, and how much caloric, what your caloric maintenance is and all that good stuff. The groundwork phase is to show you simply how much weight and fat you can lose in the first 90 to 120 days. Like I said, it fluctuates depending on how much you work, how hard you train for, and if you are strict on your diet. Like I said before, you don't have to cancel out any of your favorite foods as long as you're putting in more work at the gym. If you're putting in less work at the gym, you have to put less, you have to enjoy less of the favorite food. But if you're eating like a king and eating all of your favorite foods, then you have to work out like a king too and go in there and train till failure every single day. After this phase, guys, you go into the peak phase, which is a 60 to 90 day lean bulk phase. So at the end of the groundwork phase, you should have lost anywhere between 10 to 25 pounds of fat, which is great. Hopefully even more on a healthier scale. After that, it is time for you to get more bulky. It is time for you to gain all that muscle that you've always wanted. This is exactly to show you how to do that. So it's a 60 to 90 day bulk phase. This is literally transitioning from you training till failure to upping the weight even more with correct and proper form, and only aiming for about 5 to 7 reps for 3 sets of every workout that you do. Basically lower rep ranges and higher volume. Lower rep ranges, low volume, but more and more weights and a higher food intake. This is where you're gonna start eating like a king and eating whatever the fuck you want because you can. You lost all that fat, you're probably you're gonna go from a caloric surplus to a caloric deficit into a caloric surplus. This is going to help you gain everything that you've always wanted. 2 stages, that's literally it. The hardest part to all of this is being consistent. 90 days is 3 months. If you stay consistent for 90 days, you're going to see the results. You're going to become a whole new different person. This is literally how I gained over 100 pounds of muscle and stay lean year round, bro. I took these 3 things into accountability to achieve my goal. With the 2 phases. It's weightlift training, dieting, and rest and recovery times. Training, nutrition, recovery. When it comes to the training, I train till failure, and I recommend that you start training till failure as well on your first phase. Training till failure is going to be your best option. You're going to target higher reps. You're going to target higher weights when you go into the second phase. And for phase 1 and phase 2. Next, you're going to go into the nutrition you're going to go into your nutrition as well, focusing on how many calories you are intaking and how many calories you are burning every single day. Like I said, download that NutriCoach app to start tracking your macros. After that, you want to be sure you are resting and recovering. That one's very simple. It's a sleep and rest days. Make sure you are stretching. Make sure you are rolling out before and after your workouts. If you are a little bit older or you want to put in some more time at the gym but don't want to weight lift, go into the sauna, go into the steam room, go and hit a cold plunge shower or a cold plunge bath. Do things that are going to help you and benefit you to lose more weight. Rest and recovery times, bro. A lot of fitness influencers nowadays, they do not tell you how important it is to actually go into recovery day. For you, since you're only going to be working out for 4 hours every single week, you're going to have more than enough time to rest and more than enough time to be at work still to make all that money that you so desperately want, which I have no problem with. So the groundwork phase, the first phase, again, this is the training part. We want to make sure that you are maxing out your high rep range. What that means is you're not going to be aiming for 5 to 10 reps. You're going to be burning and lifting or doing more reps, as many as you can. So let's say you're on a flat bench press. With me right now, I could easily do, 20 to 25 reps of 135 pounds on a flat bench press. If I was in this groundwork phase right now, I would stick to that weight and burn it up to 30 to 35 reps if I can. Literally pushing till failure every single rep. That part where you're squeezing and you're barely getting a lift off in, or you're barely getting that lift in, you have to kind of offset it to that first little bar instead of the actual holding placement or whatever. That's where you have to be training at. This is going to help you burn more calories. You want to target lighter weight. I get it. Eagle lifting is fun. I used to eagle lift all the time. I eagle lift sometimes nowadays too, honestly. But you have to make sure that you are burning these calories by weightlifting. So target a lighter weight. Make sure you are focusing on proper form. Depending on if you're a brand new person at the gym or a person who's been working out for a while, or you used to work out in college or high school, this all depends on how your form is. If your form is great and perfect, then go right into the weightlifting area where it's where the free weights are at. If you are kind of, you want to get back into the good form, but you kind of know how to work out, then go into the cable section. If you don't know how to do any of those, there are hammer strength machines that are designed differently for you. All you have to do is just adjust the seat, and that's it. After that, train till failure, adjust the weight, and you'll be fine. This is for everybody, like I said, for you to lose that fat, for you to build that muscle. This is the groundwork phase that you have to focus on. High training volume, more sets, and more reps. You have to focus on this and train, like I said, train till failure. You shouldn't be leaving that gym unless you are sore, unless you are tired and you can't do a single rep of anything anymore. This is the type of training you need. Adapt to training volume, maintaining your muscle mass. So what that means is I highly recommend that you go into a gym where it has a in-body scanner. What that is basically a sensor that you put on your finger or on your thumbs that tracks all the way down to your feet. You probably have a scale that measures that as well. Make sure you do this at least once every 2 weeks to see exactly if you are gaining that muscle mass that you so desperately want, as well as burning your BMI, which is your body mass index. All this will show you how to do that in that paper on that in-body scanner that most gyms have to this day. This is all about intensity and correct form. You will be sore. You will hate your life a little bit. You will wake up like you don't want to go the next day. And I promise you, you are not going to. But that's why you are training till failure and only working out 2, 3, 4 days a week so that you have more than enough time to not only work, but to rest and recover. Your body will need more rest in the beginning, but it will adapt very, very quickly, no matter where you're at, if you're overweight or if you're skinny. The groundwork phase for nutrition. Let's see, can I move this down? There we go. The groundwork phase for nutrition. So this is how I target with my new oncomers with my clients. So day 1 to 7 is we are going to find your maintenance level, your caloric maintenance, where you're at with your BMI, where you're at with your body fat percentage, all these good things to see exactly where you are sitting at and what we could do to start seeing results as quickly as possible. This is going to help me show you exactly how many reps you should be doing, how many sets, and how much weight you should be doing as well. The thing I do is, if you do sign up for my one-on-one coaching, is I have you take progress pictures to see exactly where all that fat is on you, or where you could build the most muscle if you are skinny. After that, day 7 to 14 is we adjust your macros to lose fat and go into a caloric deficit or lowered caloric intake. Day to 7 to 14 is the time where your body is finally ready to adapt into the whole, okay, it's time to go into a cutting stage. It's time for me to start lifting more reps and doing more sets. After that, day 14 to the end of the phase is we work on bringing back in your favorite foods into your diet. So whether it's a McDonald's, Burger King, whatever it is, for the first 2 weeks, we cannot have you doing that. The first 2 weeks are going to be basically your hell week. You are going to be training till failure. You're going to be sore during the workouts the next day, and you're going to be sore when you go into the gym, the next time. But if you could handle 14 days of just training till failure, going through hell from day 14 to day 90 or day 120, depending on what your goals are, you are going to be ready to accomplish anything. And not only is this going to turn your motivation to dedication at the gym and wanting to see progress, this is going to help you make more money at work, whether you're selling cars or whatever. I used to sell cars for the past 2 years. And one thing that I realized is I never had to rock the nicest suits at work. The thing that really stood out, that helped me stand out, is not only was I tall and handsome and had the best teeth and best smile, but I was the most fit person there. I had my shoulders peeking out of my jacket, my chest was popping out, my veins were sticking out when I was wearing a polo that day. And that goes a long way to these clients, to the people that are wanting to buy cars from me. They understand that I take care of myself, so they know that I'm going to be able to take care of them. A lot of people don't think of it that way. And a lot of clients will never say that, but it triggers something in their mind. It triggers that dopamine and that, they want more from me. They want more help. And that goes a long way, like I said. And this is how the nutrition goes back into the part of your groundwork phase. I kind of went on a yap session right there, but you guys get it. Next is the groundwork phase for rest time. So like I said, I kind of wrote a little bit more here, but the importance of sleep and how you are able to recover, whether it's longer or shorter, depending on how your age is. This is the only time where your age falls into place. If you are a little bit younger and you are in sales or whatever it is, if you're a busy professional and you are a little bit younger, I want to say 35 years and younger, you are going to be able to recover quicker, to go to the gym longer, to go to the gym faster, to train more intensely. If you're a little bit older than that, your metabolic rate is a little bit slower. It takes your time a little bit longer to rest and recover, which is totally fine. The nutrition for recovery. This is all about your macronutrients, your micronutrients, and your hydration. It's all about staying hydrated throughout your whole entire time, making sure that you are tracking everything that you eat, not only for the first 14 days throughout your hell weeks, but throughout the whole entire process. I recommend for you to download, like I said, that app and start tracking everything that you eat. You don't even have to change anything. I just want you to see exactly, holy shit, look how many calories I intake throughout the day and look how many calories I burn. There's no wonder why I'm so big or why I'm so skinny. I'm not meeting, what I have to be at. I'm literally in a caloric surplus or in a caloric deficit. And this is the reason why I look how I look. Start tracking everything. Don't even change anything yet. And then as soon as you see exactly what the numbers are and you get used to that, bro, you will be fine after. You are going to see exactly, okay, maybe I shouldn't eat this, or maybe I shouldn't eat throughout the whole entire day and eat like a king after my workouts. I used to do that all the time. The past month in August, bro, I would be waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. From 4 to 7, I would work. In the middle of that, I would take a cold shower. From 7 to 9, I would finally go work out. And then from 9 to 12, I'd work again. 12 to 1, I'd finally have my first meal of the day. The only thing that got me full from waking up till 12 is having one sparkling water, a 2-liter sparkling water. That thing is a godsend. I recommend that you start doing that as well. Next is active recovery methods like light exercise, yoga, or stretching, or anything like that. I'm 24 years old and I feel like my back is 70, bro. Like I am hurt throughout the whole entire day, honestly. When I go into the gym, I don't even bother warming up with weights or even touching a weight before I roll myself out with the rollers that the gyms have. Like I will literally take 5 to 10 minutes out of my time when I get into the gym and roll myself out because I need to. Not only is it going to make me feel better, but I'm going to be able to push more weight because my back feels good. I recommend that you start using stretchy bands, going into your gym and start getting a massage in, go swimming a little bit, roll your back out, start doing some yoga, depending on, how you feel. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I don't need this. Like, I'm fine. I feel great. That's perfect. Go ahead and work out then. You'll be good. But don't come back at me, crying about, dude, my wrists hurt now, or my lower back is tight. I'm screwed now. I have to go into surgery. I told you, bro, you have to start stretching and take in this method of recovery. Passive recovery as well. Methods like rest and sleep. Make sure that you are sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours a day, man. This is the peak time where your body recovers. Make sure you could take a NyQuil if you want to. I love NyQuil. My business partner actually introduced me to it. Obviously, I knew what NyQuil was beforehand, but I never had it before. I remember I got sick for a couple of days. And usually I would take a Tylenol or Advil or something that will, clear my, my throat up a little bit so I don't feel sick when I'm sleeping. But he introduced me to NyQuil. And bro, that thing is killer. I slept like a king. I woke up feeling great. I took it another night and the night after that. And now I'm taking it before I go to bed because it puts you in a sleep coma, bro. It puts you in a sleep coma. It makes sure that your body is fully rested and recovered, that nothing is going to disturb you. It's great. Start doing more research. If you can take, NyQuil, take it. It's all up to you. But the main outcome to all this is soreness can come from any or a lot of different sources, whether it's due to exercise, injury, inflammation, nerves, medical conditions, all these things. The key difference lies in the cause and nature of pain and how long it lasts. And the best way to manage it is literally by resting and recovering and going to a doctor to figure all this out depending on where your age is at. Next is the peak phase, which is the second phase. This is for training. So this is basically your bulk stage. This is going to help you build all that muscle that you so desperately want. This is where you start eating like a king and lifting like a king and going into your ego lifts. This is where you're going to be maxing out your lower rep range. So basically what that means is instead of doing, 20 to 25 reps, you are only going to be able to do 5 to 10 reps, but lifting or increasing the weight. So like I said before, I am able to do 135 pounds on bench press for at least 20, 25 reps. If I'm in my peak phase, I will go into 225, 275 pounds and train and only be able to do, 3 to 5 to sometimes maybe even 7 reps. This is where you're supposed to be at. If you could do more reps, then you are not at the right weight. You have to put more weight on. As long as your body can comfortably do 2 to 3 reps and it starts getting challenging on your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th rep, then you are in the right place. If you focus on that for at least 2, 3, 4 weeks and you're upping the weight every single week, you are going to see the results that you've always wanted to see. You don't have to be that big of an ego lifter where you have to go into the gym every single day and lift all these crazy weights. This is how you get hurt. Next is heavier weight, like I said. After that, it's lower training volume, so less sets and less reps. So instead of doing, 4, 5 sets of 20 reps, you're only going to be doing 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 7 reps. This will help you reach your max strength potential naturally, where you don't have to take tren, where you're going to boost your testosterone faster, where you're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to wear your hoodies again and feel like a real meathead like C-Bum. This is going to show you how to get, this is going to help you get stronger while getting more lean since you burned your fat already. This is the time to build up that muscle. Next is the peak phase for nutrition. This is where you are going to be eating like a king, like I said before. I kind of have the numbers right here that I'm actually currently on. So the peak phase is where you're going to be able to eat sufficient protein. Make sure that you are intaking the protein where you are weighing at. So let's say, with me, I'm at 210 pounds. I am at least intaking, if I am on my bulk phase, which is the peak phase, I'm at least intaking 210 pounds 210 grams of protein every single day so that I can build my muscle. I get it. That seems like a lot. And fuck yeah, it is, bro. It's a lot, especially when we start including the calories in there as well. This is a lot. But if you want to see growth and you want to build up that healthy muscle and make sure you're eating healthy foods so you can get stronger and feel good and hit PRs every single day of every single week, this is what you have to be at. At least 0.6 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, depending on your activity level. So with you guys and with me as well, I wouldn't go higher than 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Like I said, if you want to go a little bit lower, and you still eat like a king, make sure you're at least intaking 0.6 grams of protein. Next is you want to make sure that you're prioritizing your carbohydrates or hydrates. Make sure you're including a source of complex carbs in every single meal, especially around workout times. This is going to help your body grow more and sweat more and give you that extra push that you need. Excuse me, oh my gosh. But a lot of people think that carbs are bad. Carbs are great for you, dude. It gives you the energy that you so desperately want. It gives you the energy that you need, and it makes you feel full. So that when you are burning these calories, you're burning them faster because of the carbs that are in your body. Next is you want to be consistent. Stick to a set meal plan that includes the foods that you enjoy. As long as you're tracking it on the nutrition app, you'll be good and you'll be set. You'll be eating like a king and you don't have to change your diets as much when you go into the peak phase. So that's basically it, guys. That's all I have for you. So that is the TTT, or the Transform Tomorrow Today method. It is meant to strip away the fat on your body more efficiently and safely, naturally. It is to build that muscular framework that you so desperately want so that you can make your, whether it's making more money at work, making sure that your girlfriend or wife finally love you again for how you actually look physically, how you feel physically, which is the most important part. And if you do have kids, where you could finally start competing with them again, running around with them, making them feel more, whether they're sporting kids or whatever, you could finally keep up with them and make them feel safe and have them, say, that's my fucking dad. He's a killer guy. He literally helps me do everything. It is literally to help you stay committed to your job, getting paid while getting in shape to help you work even harder. Like I said before, Grant Cardone says it, Andy Elliott says it, all these people say it. You are never going to make the money that you always wanted if you're not in shape. This is going to help you get there even more efficiently. So since now you know what the TTT or Transform Tomorrow Today method is, I have an offer for you. If you are a skinny person, if you are skinny fat, if you are overweight and tired of not having the dream physique you want, and if you are ready to work harder, to build up that discipline and start getting paid more from it while making the most progress you ever built.
All right, guys, so I hope you found that video very, very valuable. It's not that much shit that you have to start considering. All you have to do is literally just start tracking your macros, build all that muscle, and go into those 2 phases with my TTT method. It is not that hard. So with that being said, I do have an offer for you guys right here. If you want to learn more, if you're ready to build that motivation and turn it into dedication and start finding somebody who could hold you accountable and take you throughout the whole entire process, all you have to do is just implement the right blueprints and start seeing the progress that you've always wanted, whether it's seeing you lose fat and getting that lean physique and that lean muscle. Be sure to click the first link in the bio. It's a free consultation with me. You basically just get a free phone call with me that lasts anywhere between 10 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how cool you are. If you seem like a great fit and you seem like you're ready to start sacrificing a little bit more time from your work to go into the gym, let's get this call going so I can get you all the information that you need so you can start seeing the biggest impact in your life, bro. Not only are you gonna get into the best physique, not only are you gonna feel good, not only is your girlfriend or your wife finally gonna love you for who you really are, not only are you gonna start, running around with your kids every single day, but you're also going to start making even more money with your job. Be sure to go check that out. I'll go ahead and see you guys over there. Thanks for tuning in.